Hello everyone, it's Leo, and we're getting almost at that time of the year in which we say goodbye to a Precure season and we say hello to a new Precure season. And in this video, we're going to check out two episode summaries. One from the last episode from Hirogaru Sky Precure and one from the first episode of Wonderful Precure. We're in this transition, very exciting time with this great finale, or what is shaping up to be a great finale in Hirogaru Sky, and also the debut of a Precure season that promises to be very good, at least so far. Things are looking very promise, in my opinion, at least for Wonderful. I am super excited. So let's start with Hirogaru Sky and the summary for episode 15, which is the last episode. This episode is called Soaring to Infinity, Our World, and the summary says, Kira Sky and the others rescue Kai Sitting and try to return to Skyland, but Daijagu blocks their path. While Kira Sky and the others attack one after another, an apparition of Skeerhead tells Kai Sitting, I need you. But Kai Sitting refuses him. You go, girl! Then Daijagu escapes into a portal which Kira Sky and the others follow after him. So this summary brings us some interesting stuff, and I want to go deeper into it. But before we go deeper into it, let's check out the summary for the first episode from Wonderful Precure. And it's interesting because we don't know when Cure Friendly, the second Cure from Wonderful, will debut, if it's going to follow the older Precure seasons and debut on episode 2, or if it's going to follow the more recent Precure seasons and debut a little later. We don't have other episode titles except for the first one, so let's check it out. Episode 1 from Wonderful Precure is called Dog Owner in a Pinch, Komugi Transforms. Inukai Iroha, an animal lover, and her dog Komugi live together in Animal Town, where animals and people live together in harmony. One day, Iroha and Komugi visit the seaside park and find a glowing round stone in the grass. What? Then a mysterious creature called Garu Garu appeared, putting Iroha in a pinch while trying to save a child and an animal. Trying to save her owner, Iroha, Komugi becomes a legendary warrior. Precure! Cure Wonderful will be born, obviously, in the first episode of Wonderful Precure, and this summary just gives us a very brief introduction to what's gonna happen in this episode. We don't learn much, but it's already shaping up to be something exciting. It's interesting. I'm very curious to learn what this stone is that they're gonna find. Is it gonna transform into their transformation devices? Is it something that is needed for Komugi to transform into a human for the first time? What is going on, baby? All I know is that I'm very excited to see Cure Wonderful in action, to see the girls in action, to see the opening, the ending, etc. But now let's talk more about the last episode from Hirogaru Sky Precure. The first thing that I want to say is that I am very, very excited that they left the final battle from Hirogaru Sky to the last episode. We had some intense battles in these past few episodes, but the last battle is going to happen in the final episode. It's been a while in a Precure season that we had something like this. Lately, they've been letting the final battles to the episode before the last one, and the last episode is an epilogue. But I'm very happy that we're having a final battle in the final episode as well. It's nice that we have this. I like when the last episodes are just epilogues, but I also like the contrary. I like having the last battle in the last episode as well. So this is very, very exciting. I think both things are great. So in the preview, we saw lots of scenes. Let's check some of them out. We see lots of people in our world, because that's what they were doing in episode 47. They were transporting people from Skyland to Earth because Skyland was being attacked. We also see some past characters that have already appeared in the show. It's going to be very exciting to see them again in this scenario. We see people from Skyland. This picture is obviously after the battle is over. People are going to be celebrating, and they're going to probably be relieved that everything went well. Very cool. And we also have this shot of everyone transforming. Judging by the summary of the episode, we see two things. One of them is that they're probably going to try to battle that big snake, Daijak, and this snake is Spearhead, like using Underg energy again in this other form. They're going to have a hard time battling him. And we have a new information. He is gonna call for Kai sitting, saying, I need you. Obviously, this I need you is because she is the vessel. She was supposed to be one of the vessels for Under Energy to create this very powerful being. And that's why he wants her, and she will negate him. But I wonder if this is going to connect to her somehow. And I do have a theory, okay? And I'm gonna share my theory. This is a crack theory, but I'm gonna share it nonetheless. I always share my theories, no matter how absurd they are. I feel like after he calls to Kai City, she will think that she has a mission and a participation in all of this, and she is going to do something. She's obviously not gonna go back to Spearhead, but she is, after they defeat Daijaku, she's probably, in my theory, she's gonna go back to Underg Empire, and she is gonna jump into the Underg Energy Sea, the Sea of Underg Energy, because she now is also a hero, and she has the will of a hero, and she will jump into the Sea of Underg Energy so that she keeps Underg Energy at bay. That's her punishment, even though she did nothing wrong, but she thinks she did something wrong. In her mind, she did something wrong. So she's gonna stay in the Sea of Underg Energy to keep it at bay because she is this powerful hero. I mean, this is kind of a tragic end for a character that only suffered. So no, forget that theory. It's not gonna work. So we're gonna have a battle in this episode. I feel like the battle is going to be fast. It's gonna be like the first half of the episode only. We can see that they are going to transform and they're gonna go into this portal to battle the snake. So we're probably gonna have like two parts from the battle. One part they're trying to win, they can't, they de-transform, and then they transform again so that they can go in and battle. And I feel like the second half of the episode is going to be the epilogue itself. We have the last image we have from the preview is Sora with her notebook, probably getting ready to come back to Skyland and say goodbye to her baby Mashiro, to her dear Mashiro, Sorashido. And you know, she probably will be a hero in Skyland, and that's probably where she will live after the battle is over. So we are going to have a tearful goodbye with probably Tsubasa, Sora, and Elle going back to Skyland while Ageha and Mashiro stay on Earth on Sorashido. I wonder if we're gonna have a look at them in the future and we're gonna see them as adults. I am very curious to see this. I believe this is going to be one of the most tear-jerking endings of Precure. And another thing that I feel like I'm not afraid, because there are probably going to be lots of things to happen in this last episode. I am not scared because Kingetsu Ryunosuke, who is the main writer from Hirogaru Sky, is the writer of episode 50. And I feel like every time he had to write something huge and important for the season, he nailed it. Every single time so far. So I don't think he will fumble in the last episode. I think it's going to be great. And we had other Precure seasons that had the last battle in the last episode, like Go Princess Precure, for example, that had the battle between Cure Flora and Close in the last episode. And then we had the other parts of the ending after the battle. So I believe it's possible for this season to end with one of the best endings ever, because Hirogaru Sky is that girl. I love Hirogaru Sky. I think it's going to be a gorgeous season overall, and I feel like the last episode is not going to disappoint us. I am waiting for a very powerful battle, a very good battle with so many great animations and shots and oh my god moments, and I'm also waiting for a tear-jerking goodbye. I hope we get to see lots of characters that we met throughout the season. For example, the Butterfly Sisters. It's been a while since we saw them, and maybe a little image of Cure Noble, and you know, connecting to Kai sitting again. Why not? Anyways, babies, this is it for now. Are you excited for the ending from Hirogaru Sky this weekend? I know I am. And what about Wonderful Precure? What are your expectations for the first episode? Please leave in the comments. Let's keep talking about it. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you are a member, thank you very much. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.